Dave,
I didn't wait.
Elvira's choice outfit.
What?
I just go creative freedom.
She said, "Is that the only outfit Elira ever wears,
Oh,
or
hell
can I
no.
do whatever I want?"
No, she's got fashion, man. She's got all kinds of stuff. A closet full. Walk-in closet.
Victorian era.
I'm sure she'd have something available in that era.
Now you can begin.
You could have asked that while we were live. Come on.
We did. This is episode 15. The title of this one is On the Road Again. That's a Willie Nelson reference
again.
for you.
Yeah.
Also Shrek.
I mean,
Is it Shrekky as well?
that goes without saying. We all are aware of that every reference is probably also a Shrek reference.
Yeah.
Last time, let me review my notes because I feel like a lot happened last time.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Hajite wrapped up their performance in the town of Anders, delivering a touching final scene of the play May Our Stars Burn Brightest, starring alongside Intoxica, who was playing the prince. And then she got some merch, a t-shirt, from leaving the show. While that was happening, Ravi was heading down the street towards the manor that Arvstan and Kriv were breaking into to try to liberate the son of a wealthy family. On the way, Ravi freed some dogs. They didn't leave immediately. And staged his own mugging by injuring himself and laying in the road, which was very successful. And it turns out if you're going to try to convince somebody that you are hurting yourself is the best way to do it. That's bad advice. You know what? I'm going to double back that. Don't hurt yourself. Don't, for no reason. Don't do that. While all that's going on, Arvstan and Kriv were inside the manor with the actress Jade. You found her quote-unquote boyfriend, Bartholomew, who deactivated the magical traps leading to his room so that he could have a conversation with Jade and inform her that he was planning to go through with the marriage to a young woman from the Demanti family in Kyrenia, and that her proposal was being refused. Dejected, she left. Kriv and Arvstan went with her, and she jumped a fence and disappeared. Everybody was kind of panicking because breaking and entering occurred. People were aware they were caught outside of the manor by a crowd of people who were leaving the show. But through some clever is a fun word. That's one I'll use. Through some clever wordplay, you were able to get yourself out of that situation, at least temporarily. Ran back to the theater troupe. Got paid by the leader, Daku. And Intoxica gave some makeup to Hajite. And Jade gave a ring, the ring that was meant to be used to propose to Bartholomew, to Kriv. And then you guys beat cheeks and got out of town as fast as you could. And just on the edge of town, to wrap things up, the very end, you received a letter from Father Gregor, basically just returning the message that you sent to him, telling you some of the updates and some of his thoughts on some of the things that you guys have been doing for the past few days. And Ravi sent another message in secret, and Hajite sent a healing potion full of eyeballs to Illyra, the elven mage in Kyrenia. So that's where we'll pick up now. You guys are fleeing the city. You're on your own now. The road that you're taking from this point goes northeast towards the forest, Fortune Wood. It's called the Sand Road, for the obvious reason that it leads towards the desert kingdom of Tarsaria. This road, I'd say the length between Anders and the town on the edge of the wood that you're going towards, it's called Bloom. is about the same as the distance between Anders and Kyrenia that you traveled already. But you're not on the water anymore. You're just cutting straight through open country. And the relatively flat plains and sort of rolling hills that you've become accustomed to traveling across country so far are going to start to shift a little bit. You're going to get into more hilly country. Trees become a little more frequent before you get to the body of the forest itself. A little more craggy. You're closer to the mountains than you were before. So the terrain is going to shift a little bit. Is there anything you guys want to do once you're outside the town of Anders before you set off on another long trek through the wilderness?
Take a rest.
I don't want to get away from the city for a little before we do that, but yeah, I would like to stop and make camp for the night if at all possible. I mean, if we have to travel for the full day, like travel through the night, through the first day, take that point of exhaustion, and then rest that next night, that's what we got to do, but...
Yeah, I agree.
You want to get at least far enough away from the town that you can't see it in the rear view, so to speak, anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head down the sand road a little bit, and it is going to take you. You guys left sort of in the middle of the night, so you do have to travel through the night. You don't get any sleep that night. You go into the next day. Do you want to keep traveling throughout that day and then just rest the following night?
Yes.
Okay, so you're all very tired when you do pitch camp. You'll set up sort of in the crook of a little overcropping ridge. It's kind of lifted up like escarpment almost. Are you guys familiar with that term?
No, not me.
Escarpment's kind of like a cliff that's carved out by a glacier.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if there was like a big hill and a glacier moved through for thousands of years, it just cuts itself right through the terrain, and then it leaves these sort of half hills that are just sliced down. It's not really that, but it looks like that. So it's like a half hill, and it's got a nice wizen tree on top of it, and all the leaves off just a dead tree, but a massive one. It's got roots hanging out through the bottom part above you, but it provides a little bit of cover while you guys rest. Kriv. So you've got this ring.
I do.
It looks like it's meant to be a wedding ring, but you're able to detect that there's some sort of magical property to it. If you look at it, the band itself, for the most part, is pretty simple, but there is a point where it transforms into two kind of like intertwining feathers. And then there's a little stone set there, a little glowing red stone. Nothing too crazy, just like a punctuation mark on it.
Sounds pretty.
So what you can do is spend time to attune to that ring. This is up to you. You don't have to do this. But if you sort of bind yourself to the ring and sort of spend some time trying to discern its magical qualities, you can kind of make it your ring, which will reveal to you what it's capable of doing.
All right. Probably fine. She probably wasn't going to put something weird on it if it was like an engagement or wedding ring.
Yeah.
Sure, I would like to do that.
You just have to take some time out of your rest, like 10 minutes, to sit and ponder over the ring and wear it, get accustomed to it. It'll resize itself to fit your finger. Your finger's a lot bigger than Bartholomew's would have been. And once you do take that time, you'll find that this ring has a property that makes you feel lighter, almost. Not literally lighter, not that you weigh less, but you feel like you won't fall as fast.
So,
Ooh.
One of the best rings.
Slow fall. Let's go.
yeah.
You guys will
Oh,
see
that's awesome.
Kriv testing this out, putting the ring on, thinking about, pondering over it, tracing along the little feathers on the sides of it, and then going up that hill that you guys are camping under, climbing up on top of that tree, and then just leaping down and just sort of drifting to the floor.
I need that in real life in every video game ever. Fall damage is my worst enemy. Awesome. Now I just need to fix my hand so I can climb more things.
We're kind of resting. We should be able to.
I don't suppose a heal spell would heal her hand, would it?
Her hand just needed time to heal. There was
Okay.
no permanent damage to it. It didn't break. It was like more like a sprain than anything.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before going to sleep?
Is this area at all familiar to Kriv?
This is a lot
Since it's-
closer to where you're from.
Yeah.
If not this exact spot, somewhere along this sand road you would have crossed or traveled along it at some point while you're on your way from where you live to Karenia in the first place. So you're getting closer to the kind of terrain that you're more familiar with.
Okay.
Hmm. I think we should just rest. I don't think there's much we can do at the moment.
Who wants to take the first watch?
I'll take the first watch. I
I
have
was gonna say
night
me
vision.
because I didn't do anything.
Do you have night vision though?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you take the first watch. I'll take
Like I
second.
didn't even fight, man. I just pretended. I played pretend.
Arvistan, even now you're getting a little bit of chap on your lips. You're getting further and further away from any significant body of water.
Yep. I
Okay.
turn around, and do I see any? We should have water, right? Somewhere around.
Oh yeah, you would have
Yeah.
you'd have water skins with you. Probably since you have a horse, a pack horse, you probably have
Yeah,
larger
with a
gallons
bunch of it.
attached
Yeah.
there.
I just grab a glass and toss it on my face.
Just rub it into
water.
It's,
Yeah. How do I miss water? Oh man. And grab another glass. Do you want some, Luna? Here you go, Luna. Just give her a little bit of water.
yeah, she'll lap that up without any protest. Hajite is going to be making first watch. Why don't you make a perception check to see if anything happens during that watch,
Ooh.
or at least if you
Before-
notice it.
Can I use my cool new cantrip guidance before I go to bed on
Yeah,
her since she said she was doing first watch?
What
absolutely.
does that
Cool.
mean? What does that mean?
Means you get to add a D4 to an ability check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Fun fact: that cantrip comes with my my college, but I didn't know what it was.
Didn't take that class.
I
in
rolled a
college.
2.
We didn't major in guidance in college, so it's okay. A
That's
2.
what it said. With the spirits, you automatically get the cantrip guidance, and I was like, oh, cool.
So you can add a D4 to that 2.
So now I have a 5.
Well, better on the D4 than the D20. Perfect.
Yep. Clearly, I'm blind.
You don't notice anything suspicious or untoward happening at night. After 4 hours, it's time to wake up whoever it was for the second watch. That I don't know if you guys exactly determined. So it's your pick, Hajite.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I said I would take second.
Yeah, I
watch.
was gonna say I'll just pick Arvistan. He clearly wanted to do it.
Okay, Arvsay, you're roused from your trance. You don't have to sleep.
Should I pass guidance on to him? Guidance.
It's free and easy,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. I'll make a perception check and see if I see anything. All right.
Like all the same cantrips.
Here we go, Criff.
I don't know
There we
what
go.
to tell
Yes.
you.
First roll. Ooh, nice. And that was with what?
Perception.
Okay.
That's a perception.
Yeah,
check.
perception. That is a.
Remember that your wisdom
There it is.
just increased too, so your perception score should increase by 1.
By 1. Oh, hell yeah. That'll be a 23.
Did you roll your D4 from Hashate's guidance?
Oh, no. Let me do that D4 extra.
Pile it
That'll
on!
be- That'll be 26.
All right. The eyes of an owl at night. You could see them almost pop out of Arberstan's head if anyone else was awake. And just scan the horizon. Arberstan, nothing seems to threaten your camp tonight.
Okay.
But while you are looking around very carefully, you will see very far away. It would have been missed if you hadn't rolled so well. So you're very carefully paying attention. There is like a group of figures, humanoid people, so, bipedal people walking around. But they're kind of hunched over a little bit. And they're just moving quickly. You see them just like at the top of a hill for a moment. And they're kind of silhouetted against the stars in the sky. So it's just the black shape of their shadow. And they just scurry really quick across. But they don't head in your direction.
Okay. No, have I seen this before?
People?
Like, with the, because you said that they were, kind of hunched,
They're
right?
kind of hunched over. And all of them were. It wasn't like one that was different, being led by a bunch of them. They all had that same sort of posture. I don't necessarily think it's something that you would have seen before.
Okay, would I distinguish if they were, carrying something on their back that made them hunch like that?
They were too far away to really make out
Too
any
far.
features about them. Just
Okay.
that there was something over there and just kind of scurried.
Okay. Alright. I'll just keep a watch so far. If I don't see them head in my direction, like you said, I'll just keep it in mind for later.
Sure.
And when everybody wakes up, I'll just let them know what I saw at night.
Okay. And Arbustan will tell all of you that he was really good at keeping watch. Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. And he saw something very far away, but he didn't think it was important to wake anyone because it wasn't immediately threatening.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody can have a full rest. Get all of your spell slots back. Get your hit points back. Maxed out.
Yes.
You've got 3 animal companions with you. Your draft horse Ghost, your wolf companion Luna, and your big bird Shell, who is threatening always.
Hey, it's a cute bird.
Cute and all, but really
We haven't
weird.
discerned the sex of the bird, I've realized. But I feel like I
Ooh.
can anyway, so.
It's honestly with birds, depending on the bird, you kind of have to have a technique to figure it out. I know, like with
Yeah.
chicks, like baby chickens.
I get a feeling that Shell won't let me just explore that option, so
No, that's very
we're good,
intimate.
probably.
I don't think most people or creatures would let you explore that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. So it's travel ahead of you for at least a week, depending on how quickly you're able to make it down the road. And you're not necessarily slowed down by anything. Your pack animals can keep up with you. So you really set your own pace moving along that way. As you're going over the hills, usually it's more open to start out. When you're closer to the town, you see out. You can see quite a distance away. So there's not really any surprises coming after you. You do pass a couple people,
Who do you want to be which one?
mostly hunters coming from the wood that are heading towards the town. They'll have horses or just their own backs with deer thrown across them, or foxes, or whatever thing they're trying to sell when they get to town in Anders. But even those start to kind of dry up. They come fewer and further in between. And as you're going, the shadow of the mountains makes the days seem a little bit shorter. And the road has to cut in and weave around the environment a little bit more the further you go. And so eventually you'll get to a sort of valley area, not in between two mountains per se, but sort of tall pieces of earth around you that they sort of had to cut through to make the road more passable. Otherwise, it'd have to be a lot of switching back to get up and around it. So this little spot that's carved out just for the road to go around, you can see that there is a bend coming up in front of you that's going to turn off to the right, and you can't see the road once it makes that turn. There'll be sort of walls on the road that are almost like 10 feet high. You don't know how long this carved in part of the road is going to last for coming forward, but it looks like it might be a little while.
Does it look like we can go on the sides instead of going through the middle? Like actually go on the top of the ledges?
Some of you could, I mean, probably the party could, but your horse probably won't be able to do that.
Okay.
And doing so, while it's possible, it's going to take you longer and it's going to be more effort.
Yeah, but this, I don't know about you guys, but this way kind of looks like there could be a trap around here. Like people just waiting because we are on dry area as it's getting really lonely around here. And people might be starving and then attack us.
Why
What do
don't
you
you
guys
scout
think?
ahead?
Don't I scout ahead? Why don't you scout ahead? Go up there and slow fall.
Can't you see
You can
things
see
better
better.
than I can?
I mean, it's daylight. It's not night, so we can kind of see the same.
It's okay. I'll just ruck forward. We'll be fine.
I mean, it is a good
not
spot for an
echo.
ambush, but are you expecting one, really?
I am, because it doesn't look like a safe place. Can I make a perception check and see if I can see any weird footsteps or like tracks on the floor?
If you're looking for tracks, I'd ask you to make a survival check.
Survival. Okay. I'll do a survival check. My survival is with wisdom. So that'll be a +4 that I didn't change. Okay. And that'll be... Nope. It sucks.
How?
It's a 6. I got a 6. So yeah, no, I don't think I see anything.
I'm just gonna round the corner, not stealthily, because I'm not stealthy.
Yeah.
And I'll just make a perception check once I kind of like round this bend.
Sure.
See if I found anyone, and any person really.
Your armor probably is echoing through this thing.
13.
You'll look around, see if you can spot anything. Are you looking on the road, or are you looking up top where there's sort of this...
More up top.
overlook. You're not sure. You could tell from that first bend that this is going to bend again, and you're going to be in this little kind of valley part of the road for a little bit. Immediately, it doesn't look like there's anything crazy happening.
I'll kind of like look back at the group. Well, it looks like we're going to be in this kind of tunnely area for a little while, but I don't see anything dangerous at the moment.
If we get more worried, I can try to scout ahead as like a bird or something.
Do you wanna waste a spell?
You know what we could do?
What?
Never mind. I hate that idea. I take it all. I was gonna say, let's just let Shell loose.
I don't recommend that.
No. They could hit him with an arrow. That's not okay. And I took it back. So.
Hit her again, or him, or it. Then you don't let it loose.
I don't want the bird injured, so I would rather risk me.
Kriv, do you want to wild shape up there and see if you can find stuff?
You can't fly.
Could you turn into Shell?
I
Oh, you can't fly. Never mind.
Spinning ones. That's the new one.
You could become something very small, like a mouse.
Yeah, then we just run the risk of getting eaten by something.
Wait.
Can Shell fly?
No.
No.
So can you turn into Shell?
Wait.
Yes.
I got a
can.
question. Can they transform into the lightning dragon that attacked us since
That
they
is
saw it?
technically not a beast, so that's not possible.
Okay. I try to help.
Well, if you guys want to stay a few feet back of me, like, I'll have my shield on me, and, I don't know, I'll just tank the if we get shot.
How good is that shield?
Look at my, like,
several
poorly
blows.
leathered, strapped wooden shield. It still counts as a shield, I guess.
What's the worst that can happen? He's our tank.
It's what I do.
Worried. We use him as a battering ram constantly.
Sure, if you want to take the blow, and maybe it's not an arrow, maybe it's an explosion. You never know.
I can just
And
turn
you
into
can step on
Shell.
a booby trap.
Good. I'm pretty excited about you doing that.
It's not even much worse than how I am normal for like HP and stuff. So, and I will go very fast.
All right,
I'm excited.
do it. I guess.
Wait,
Why
quick
not?
question.
Yeah.
Can you turn into any color of beast? Like, does it have to be the one you saw, or can you be like red
Probably.
or like purple?
It's up to your flair.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I'd warn you, what we let you do is turn into like a bronze version of anything with no weird effect, because you're like a cool bronze dragon thing. But if you want to turn into another color, if it's not a natural color, then the chances of you tricking someone into thinking that you are that animal are going to plummet. If you turn into a purple monkey, people are going to say something's
so
weird.
don't pull a beast boy and be the green.
No.
Don't look up Legends of the Hidden Temple and try to figure out what color animals
Boy, that's a
are.
good one.
Well, can I turn into a normal colored axebeak, not a bronze? Because there's hunters, and I don't want to become some super cool prize for someone to want to kill.
Yeah,
Sure.
like a statue that moves.
I just want to be threatening.
Do you want to look like Shell?
Sure. Can you hold Shell so they don't eat me?
No, what if they like you?
I don't want that either.
Ooh, another axe beak. Sure.
Yeah. Are you going to transform then?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, Crib will
I impulse turn into things all the time.
wild shape into an axebeak very much like Shell. Slightly different, just so you guys can tell the difference. Yeah, with Crib's eyes. A different color eye in there.
Lizard eyes on a bird.
The first thing that Shell's going to do is sort of rear back their head stand up a lot straighter, and then like do a little cock of the head to the side.
Gonna mirror it.
They are gonna stick a foot out and start clawing at the ground in front of them, and do a loud squawk sound, and then kind of flap wings, tiny little wings that aren't good for flight in front of you.
Ooh, marking territory.
This is why I said this earlier.
Don't run. It senses run.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess try to get super duper. Sorry, there's fireworks everywhere. Get super duper tall and see if I can get bigger. I should have just turned into a slightly bigger shell.
Okay, so your mirror
You hold
shells
the rope.
sort of do the same thing that Shell does.
But cooler.
That'll have them slump down back to their normal posture, and attempt to preen you.
Shell likes me better now than before.
Just like biting at your feathers a little bit.
All right.
And it's not super pleasant. I don't know if you've ever had like a bird eat something out of your hand, but they like pow hit you in the hand a lot while they're doing it. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything's good. Now, Kriv can serve as a mount for a light person. I guess would just be Hajite in this instance. Arvistan and Ravi are too big. But if you want, Hajite, you can climb on Kriv's back and ride them.
Well,
That's up to Kriv, of course.
Yeah.
consensual
wait.
riding.
My plan, which I probably should have said out loud before I got excited about turning into a big animal again, was to just scout ahead for a little while, like not take like the whole day or anything, and then come back.
Sure.
That's what I assumed. I assumed
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that. But in the future, consensual riding.
But it's a good idea because then Shell will see that you are on top of them, and she'll let you or he'll let you be on top of Shell. I mean, it's like, oh, so they can do that? I want to do that. I'm jealous now. I don't know. Not a bad idea.
It's just hopeful.
I mean, just what?
So, Kriv, you want to run ahead down the path, down the road there? Just check things out?
Yes. Trying to look like not just like forward, but up wherever, like assuming someone, if they're trying to ambush, they'd have to see the road, so.
Sure. Make an axe-beak perception check.
Okay.
A what?
Perception check as an axe-beak.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom, it's worse. I wanted to be a vulture because they're apparently really good at looking at stuff, but then I remembered I can't fly. Okay, that is a 12.
All right. As you're going along the path, take a few turns. I don't know exactly how far you want to go forward before you turn around and head back. But it is a little way where this path is going to be flanked by these dirt walls on either side. As you go, there's a turn coming up in front of you that you'll notice before you reach it that there is a creature sitting at the top of it. A big cat. Like a puma or a cougar, mountain lion, whichever term you prefer for that kind of cat.
All right.
It's laying up there and it's watching the path.
And this is like a little ways down the road, not like.
This is where
Soon, I
you have seen the creature, but it has not seen you just yet.
I'd play it safe, probably turn back if it isn't within like the first like 5 minutes of being out, because I don't know how great I'd be at fighting something by myself right now.
Sure. So Kriv will come running back in big bird form. How do you want to inform your companions of what you've seen? Are you going to transform back, or are you going to do some sort of interpretive dance? Scratch words in the dirt.
Yeah, why not? I want to be a bird for a while. I mean, it's not that hard of a message to convey. Big cat up top, however many minutes or miles away.
Okay. So the first thing you guys will see, Kriv's taking a lot of effort to scratch something into the path. The path is not super well worn. This road isn't used extremely too often. Tarsaria sends trade routes through here, but that only happens every month or so. So it's kind of like a two-treader, if that's another term to familiarize yourself with. There's like grass growing kind of in the middle of the path, and the worn where the wheels would be. So you got to kind of, it's like a line set up for you to write in. First word you'll see written out is big.
Big what? Big trap? Big people? Big hole?
I
Big
will
wall?
take my weapon out and kind of have it at the ready as I start to move forward.
And then Kriv will start drawing, and the next you'll see big C. And then more scratching, big CA.
Oh,
Parrot.
there's a big cat, I think, is what Kriv is trying to tell us.
You nod like that?
I'm not gonna try to make bird noises right now, but happy bird noises, whatever that means.
I'm glad you've got the
Big
feather right
C.
now to really punctuate it.
Big caveman?
I'm pretty sure they're trying to communicate that it's a cat. Like a
cat-
lion
oh,
or a tiger or something.
Ooh.
I don't know what's native to here, though, so... I don't know what kind of big cat, just a big cat, so we should prepare to do a wallop.
I look at Kriv and ask them, is it bigger than Luna?
You did not see the whole thing. So to
Yeah, I
see
also
its
forgot
head.
how big Luna is.
Luna's
Is
a
it
standard wolf size. That's
Yeah.
not a measurement.
Yeah,
come on? Why don't you know?
they're just like husky size, aren't they?
Little
That,
bit
like,
bigger.
Oh
Just a
yeah,
smidge.
they're bigger than huskies.
Bigger than huskies, smaller than Jacob from Twilight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That works.
All right.
Is it close by?
Could do a yes, no, like nods or.
Yeah,
It
I
wouldn't
don't
be
remember
too
how
far
away you
away.
said.
I mean, just
Okay.
judging by the amount of time it took you to run over there and run back, you wouldn't consider it that far off.
All right. So
Nod.
big cat in front. Is it praying? Is it with someone? Does it look like it's about to attack?
I don't know if it matters if it's about to attack. We have to go that way anyways. It's only path ahead.
Yeah, I think the only question we'd really need is it sleeping?
Something that we could like get more more information from it, because maybe they're preparing to attack to anything and everything that's gonna come pass through the pass. We can actually be ready for an attack or something.
I'm going to be ready for an attack regardless.
Okay.
If it turns out that they're not going to attack, then great. I wasted 40 seconds to draw my weapon.
All right, then I see Robbie getting his sword and shield up. I'll take my bow and arrow and lock it in just in case.
I think
You're ready.
I think before we start moving, I'm gonna look at Kriv and go, hey, so I can't touch my bird right now, but I would like to request to pet you on the No, just for future reference.
I'll just
That-
like squint eyes for a second, just stare at you, and then just like really tiny nod.
Okay.
And then
And now I know the texture of a large bird.
You'll see Kriv lean their big bird head down to receive a pet from Hachete on the head. As you reach out to touch Kriv's head for a nice gentle stroke, Shell will come in and nip in between them.
Jealous. No.
I wanna like whatever kneel down, sit, whatever giant birds do, and kind of like try to nod backwards, like gesturing to my back, I guess, to see if anyone understands what I'm saying, and if not, I'll just give up on that.
Does anyone understand that?
Are you saying that you want
Can I
somebody
ride
to
you? Is that what you're saying? Can I ride you? Please?
jump on your back? Okay. I should say, I think you should do it. You're the lightest one over here.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
As long as my dainty, beautiful feet don't have to touch the ground, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think your feet's what worries anybody here. I think it's more Shell on attacking you for being
Yeah,
on
I might
another
get-
bird.
See, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Shell is jealous that I'm gonna touch Shell's new best friend. Even though my heart says, no, this is my new owner. Don't touch other birds. I know that that's not it, so...
Hey, well, there's
Nope.
only one way to find out.
Or
I
Shell
want to
is
get on the
just
bird.
violent and wants to attack things.
Yep.
That's fair.
That's
Lot-
true.
Possibility.
Fair.
Wild card.
Fair.
What's your marching order heading down the road?
I'm first, slightly ahead,
Okay.
because you don't have a choice. I'm the one walking.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
I can go
I guess
fast.
Kriv and Hachete would be like first and second,
I can go
since-
50 feet.
since Hachete
It's
is
a little fast.
riding Kriv. Then would be Ravi and then me, the
Okay.
last one.
There's enough room on the path for like one cart to pass another. So that's about the kind of width that you're working with. So you travel along. Kriv, since you're up front, you'll be able to judge once you get to the point where you saw the cat earlier. Is there anything special you want to do once you get to that area?
I guess maybe slow down like a smidge, maybe like fake lower, like my head try to, I don't know how birds try to be sneaky, just seeing if I can somehow, I guess if I'm making any noise walking, trying to slow down or something so it's less in case it is just sleeping or something.
Okay, make a stealth check.
As a bird. Stealth is dex.
I'll need Arvistan
Oh.
and Ravi to make stealth checks too, since
It's
Okay.
the same. I have the same stealth as this bird.
Hachete, you can make one if you want, but it's not required. You're not making any noise sitting on Kriv's back.
Let's go. Okay,
13.
natural 20.
All right.
Wow.
Almost as good. 6.
I heard
Kriv, your
14 from
dice is
Kriv?
working a lot.
I said 13.
13. Okay.
I
This is why I
got
wanted to
18 if
be-
you wanted to know.
This is why I wanted to be like a little bit ahead. So like,
So I
I
don't
don't
give
know.
away everyone's position.
so we weren't all like there at the exact same moment.
That's
was
right,
what
yeah.
I was hoping for.
Well, two separate checks. There's the Kriv Hajite check, and then there's the Arvistan Ravi check. I'm not trying to split you guys again. You're not far away. You're within eyesight of each other. Okay.
I got
Kriv-
18, so I'm not screaming and making loud noises on the bird, I guess.
Thank you.
Hajite's being quiet for you. Kriv, you'll approach. You make your way around the turn that gave you a view of where the cat was before, and you look at the spot where you saw it, and you will not see it there anymore.
All right. Can I, like, gesture up there with my head or something, just as a vague, and then just keep going, I guess?
Okay.
Question: how's my communication with Luna?
Good. I
Like
don't know.
I'm trying.
Be specific. What do you
Like-
mean?
Like I wanted to see like talk with Luna and like, can you smell anything weird around here? Like, can she?
Luna can
point at
follow
stuff?
your directions very well.
Okay. I turn around and just like hunch down, like get on my knees and pet Luna and ask her like, can you smell anything, girl? Is there anything around here?
She'll take a whiff. Roll a perception check for her.
I'll stop walking away.
That's a 14 plus perception. Where's perception? Here we go. 14. That's 18.
Okay. Luna will smell the air, smelling for something, and start moving forward in Crib's direction. She'll start to trot in front of Crib, and then stop, probably about 10 feet in front of where Crib is, and start barking.
What is it, girl? What do you find? And I rush towards her.
Is Timmy stuck in a well?
I certainly hope not.
She'll look up, and the area that she's barking at is where Crib was trying to call attention to before. And then you'll see coming up back into view the head of a big cat, all in black. And as its head is bobbing, it's like stretching, kind of. It's weird, like motion blur on it almost, as it's approaching towards you. It's looking straight on. And then it will leap down into the path, jump down those 10 feet. And you'll see it almost looks like 3 or 4 cats leaping down.
Oh.
Just all in one fluid motion. It's hard to tell, but this is not a regular cat. You don't know exactly what you're looking at. There are times when you think this thing has, 16 or 18 legs on it, as it slowly prowls towards you. Every time it takes a step with one of its legs, it looks like 4 legs are moving in the same motion, and they're stepping all next to each other or in the same spot at slightly different times.
Like if it was a shadowy behind it, something like that.
Kind of like it's like 3 or 4 cats in the same space.
Can I cast Detect Magic on it?
Sure. That is pretty magical of a beast, I'd say. There's definitely an air of magic about it.
Does it have a specific school of magic?
There's a sort of chaotic magic to it.
Chaotic magic. Ooh.
That makes it seem almost otherworldly. Specific school of magic. I'd have to refresh myself on them.
I mean, if it's not just one specifically, I probably wouldn't know. Just know that it's some sort of weird amalgamation of magic. Regardless, I'm going to call out to the team. Guys, we've got a magic cat here.
A magic cat? That's why it looks so weird like this?
That's my guess.
Can we burn it with fire, or
It's-
can we befriend it?
It's going to pounce down and snarl at you, bare its teeth a little bit. And then you'll see from its back, lifting up off of it, are sort of long black tentacles with hooked barbed ends on them.
Chimera. Is it a
They kind of come off of the back of its head like long hair, almost like a big mane sticking off.
Not
of
a
it.
chimera.
They're very long. They go the length of its body and its tail trailing behind it, but they just sort of all lift up. And they turn and look at you. They're like squid tentacles that have like a diamond pattern on the end of them, all full of hooks and suckers. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Damn, I was about to guiding bolt it too.
$12.
I had nothing.
I got 12.
Got a 12. We've got a nothing.
Well, I assume I don't add anything as a bird.
You could add your dex modifier, whatever the X-Beak's dexterity modifier is.
Alright.
15.
21. That was a nat 20.
Nice. 9.
Let's go.
I had to figure out what the symbol meant.
Okay. And then we have this. Kriv will be the first to act.
Okay. Can I go up and hit it with my beak?
All right.
Do
So
we
you march
want to
forward.
attack it?
Hajate on your back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why I'm not kicking it.
I shoot him in the box.
You make a strike with your beak. I'd like you to roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Very difficult to hit because you're not sure exactly what part of this is currently there.
It just says it's melee, so is that just a 20 with my thing it says to add?
Yep.
Okay. But disadvantage. Ooh, that's still these are so much nicer to me. That is still a 17 plus 4, so 21.
Okay, that's a hit.
Nice.
Awesome. I don't know what I roll for damage for that. It just says beak.
Let me check for you.
Maybe it's just a
wait,
set
hit.
damage.
Hit 1d8 plus 2 slashing damage, would that be it?
Yep,
Or is that
that is correct.
on my card? Okay. I don't know what I thought that was before. 10 damage!
All the dice are good.
These are very nice dice, thank you.
Helping out the team.
It's like a different game for me.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Kriv?
Maybe back away a little bit because I'm currently in charge of where me and Hashute are, and I don't want to keep us both in no, because that would be attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you've gotten too close, and these
Exactly.
tentacles are very threatening right now.
I'll still try it because it would still be a hit against me to get her out still.
All right, it's going to take a swing at you. That is going to hit you.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure. What's your axe beak armor class?
11.
Okay, yeah, that's going to hit you.
It's the same as Criff.
You are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
All right.
and 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
It smacks you and drags across you, so the hooks cut into you.
oh my God! This thing is
That hurt.
lethal.
And that's onto your axe beak hit
Yes.
points.
I'm still a bird.
Perfect. Okay. And how far
I wanna
back
back-
did you want to go?
Outside of reasonable range, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I just didn't want to keep Hajute like right up on it.
Right. Move forward about 20 feet to get to it. You've got 50 feet of movement, so you could move back a lot further if you want to.
all but 5 of them, because I think that keeps Hajute in range for most, or like, ranged attacks.
Sure. Hajite is next to act. You're on Kriv's back. Kriv just got whacked by a tentacle.
I thought it was really funny in my head, like, I roll what I did, and like I'm significantly later. That's silly. Well, that thing looks pretty crazy, but I don't want to start just throwing out spells. And I don't want to whip either. Is the thing too far for poison spray? I think it might be.
Now it would be.
Yeah. Bang.
You can get off of me. You don't have to
No,
stay
that's
on
no
me if
fun.
you want to get closer.
But that's no fun. Would getting down count as an action?
It just takes half of your movement to dismount.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
probably
still
not
have
going to be a bird
50.
very long, so.
You still have 15 feet.
All right, okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll jump down. Move just barely within range for poison spray. And then use that.
Sure. Let's see. Poison spray. It has to make a Constitution saving throw, which it is going to succeed on.
Man.
So, unfortunately, nothing happens from that.
Cats, am I right?
It's an agile cat, yeah. Oh,
Anything else you'd like to do? It's
I
probably-
moved forward, but I'm assuming I have like, I don't know, 5 steps back.
That's assuming a bit much. I mean, half your movement to get down leaves you another 15 feet left. Kriv moved pretty far back to get you out of range. So I'd say you move forward maybe 5 feet. You've got left if you want to use those.
All right.
Okay.
5 steps. I definitely meant 5 feet. I stepped forward 10.
Then we will go for, unless there's something else you wanted to do.
I don't have anything good right now.
Arvistan's next. He's thinking.
how far am I from it?
You would have moved up with Luna, so you'd be pretty close, about 10 feet away.
10 feet away. Does the tentacle reach me?
We're going to find out. You don't know yet.
Okay.
It hasn't attempted to reach you.
Okay, perfect. Does my action as... Did I need to roll initiative for Luna as well, or no?
Luna takes her turn right after yours.
Or right after mine? Okay, perfect. So that... No, it's gonna avoid that attack and everything like that. I will... I'm 10 feet away from it. It's pretty... Like, I will Lumbo.
All right.
No.
No.
F this. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna animal friendship it. Can
Animal
I?
friendship. All right.
Friendship is
I'm just going to double
It's
check
a-
it.
wisdom check if I'm not wrong.
Okay. So you cast the spell to try to make friends with this magic big cat in front of you.
Mhm.
Immediately, there's a couple problems that happen.
Oh,
First
shit.
problem that happens, technically not a beast. So the spell fails on that front. already.
Okay.
Second problem, it's more intelligent than the spell can work on. So animal friendship doesn't work on a creature with an intelligence greater than 4.
Greater than 4, yeah.
It's a little bit smarter than that. You wouldn't have known that, so now you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now I know.
It is not interested in being your friend.
Okay.
So that's your action.
Yeah, that's my action. Mm. I moved. Move. Ravi is right behind me, right? Like 20 feet, probably.
Robbie's been keeping up behind everybody.
Mhm.
But yeah, he didn't run forward. He wasn't on Crib's back or chasing Luna, so he
Yeah.
would have been the furthest back when the combat started.
I move backwards towards to Ravi, and I bump him on the shoulder like, "Hey, Ravi, this guy doesn't want to be my friend. Pretty smart over here." That thing's scary, bro. And that'll be my move.
All right. We will go to Ravi then.
Question.
Yeah.
First of all, you said that it will be Luna after me.
You're correct. We should go to Luna
And
then.
and second, does any of the spells that I have would work as a bonus action for Luna, or that
Luna
itself
cannot
takes
cast
as an
spells.
no, like me, bonus action cast spell on Luna,
I'm gonna
or
say for
that's just an
now,
action by itself.
since you already cast an action spell, you're not able to cast another spell on that same turn unless that action spell was a cantrip, which
Oh, okay.
rangers can't
Okay.
cast. So
Yeah,
ranger
no.
gets 1 spell per turn. So
Okay,
that's not
perfect.
going to be an option right now.
All right, perfect.
But yeah, you're correct. Luna should be going next.
All right. What does Luna do? I'll scream at her and tell her to attack her.
Okay.
Right. And what do I need to roll for? Bite. That'll be +4 to heat.
Mm-hmm.
2d4 plus 4 piercing damage.
Let's try to hit first.
Yeah. That's d20 plus dexterity?
D20
Luna's
plus 4.
dexterity.
It's the plus
Okay.
4. That's plus 4 to your D20.
Okay, the +4. Okay, I see. That'll be 22
Okay.
to hit.
Roll that at disadvantage, please.
Oh, come on. That'll be a 17.
Okay. You will still hit.
Oh, sweet. Whew. And that'll be 2d4. That's 1. That's 2d4s over here. Plus 4 piercing damage. So that'll be 9 total.
Okay. And it's going to save on the saving throw versus getting knocked over by the wolf.
Yeah. It's going to be saved?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Anything else from Luna?
Can she... No. Because if she backs out... Well, it's a 5-yard reach. The bite.
5
Can
feet.
she back out?
I mean, but the
5
bite's going to
feet.
be right there. Like,
Yeah, it's...
you can't
yeah.
bite from range.
It'll activate attack if she backs up.
Well, the creature's already used its reaction to attack Kriv, so it doesn't have another reaction to use. Another
Oh,
attack
okay.
of opportunity.
I'll yell Luna to back off at least like 20 feet.
Okay. Then we'll go
Sweet.
to Ravi.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm going to move forward 15 feet.
Sure.
And then I'm going to Freyr, lend me your blade! And cast spiritual weapon right next to the creature, and then make an attack with my spiritual weapon.
All right. Disadvantage on the attack.
Uh, 15.
A 15 will hit.
Nice.
Everybody's doing really well with disadvantage today.
Well, my first roll was a natural 20. That was a bit unfortunate. But the bright side about spiritual weapons, I use my wisdom modifier, which is now a 20, which is now a +5.
Ah.
Five.
Okay. Now your spiritual weapon is bonus action, right? There's something different you want to do with your action?
Well, the casting was an action.
Okay.
The attack with it was a... or reverse that, I think. Yeah, reverse that. The
One or the
casting was a
other.
bonus action. The attack was an action.
It'll be a bonus action moving forward.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
All right. So let's see. We got Kriv 15, not Kriv, Agite 15 feet away from the creature. We've got Kriv a little bit further back than that. Everybody's trying to move forward and do their hit and then move back so that they don't get hit next time.
Exactly.
It
It has tentacles, man.
Kind
It
of
has
puts you guys in a
tentacles.
cluster. The tentacles give it some reach. You were correct in assuming that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to move forward. It makes 2 attacks with 2 separate tentacles. So it comes forward. Now, who do I want to attack? I've got 5 of you there. I'm going to roll it at random. We're going
At
for
this point, I'm the farthest one behind.
we're going for you, Arvistan.
Oh,
Tentacle
the
swing
farthest
at
one
you.
behind. All right, all right.
Because you said it.
Shouldn't have said anything.
It's okay. I'll take a hit. I have a lot of hit points. Hopefully, it doesn't take away a lot as well.
You get hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of piercing damage. It's a total of 14.
Are you kidding me, bro? Holy shit!
It's a big joke, isn't it?
Damn.
18 points damage total, or 14, right?
14.
So that'll put me to 24 hit points. Jesus.
And the second tentacle is going to go for Ravi.
No, Robbie.
It's always.
That's going to hit Ravi. Whoop. That's going to be for... Oh, he gets off pretty light. 5 bludgeoning damage and 1 piercing damage. So 6
Oh
total.
my god. Lucky. That's good, though. That's good. The tank has to live.
Tank and healer.
Tank and healer. Yeah.
He's got the spiritual weapon out too. So he's kind of like a spellcaster and DPS in a lot of ways.
Doing a little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's everybody's passive perception score?
10.
Perception? Passive?
Yeah, it's just 10 plus your perception modifier.
11.
15.
10 plus my perception is 14.
Okay. So, Ravi, you'll see something else is here. Like a blur. You don't really see what it is, but there's something else moving very fast among you. It almost feels like a bug or like a quick bird. It's about that size, maybe like the size of something that could fit in your hand. Just sort of darting around. And you'll feel something, Ravi, in your pocket.
I suppose I will have to wait till my turn to reach into my pocket, see what's there?
It's up to you. I mean, I could let you take a reaction since your perception's a little bit higher and you noticed this while it was happening.
Okay. Yeah, I will reach into my pocket then.
Okay, you'll reach in there, and you'll feel a little creature, like a little person, is in there, grabbing your money.
Can I pull it out and like hold it like at arm? Just kind of hold it like this. Go straight arm whatever this creature is. Guys, we might be getting robbed by weird stuff.
Yeah, you'll pull it out. Try to pull it out. It clings to your hand as you pull it out, and you hold it up in front of you. It's like a tiny elf, almost. Its ears are much longer than Arvistan's ears are, very pointy, and they tilt backwards. It's got dark blue skin and a weird cap on its head that sort of tilts backwards as it goes. Tiny little cloth boots, and it looks at you with black eyes. And then it giggles in a high-pitched sound and blurs out in your hand and kind of disappears again.
Ew, ew, ew. Was that a bug?
Nope. I think it was something else, but watch your money.
Money?
I'm glad I'm a bird.
Wait, so does that mean that if we're getting robbed, is that thing in front of us even real?
It's certainly real. I felt it whack me pretty good.
I mean, it whacked me pretty good as well, but do you think it's an actual spell or an actual living thing that's
Or a bunch
attacking
of tiny
us?
men in a trench coat.
I don't think it matters. We still have to kill it.
What if it's unkillable and it's all about magic?
It's
I
Crib's
have no
turn to
magic.
decide. Crib, while they're having a little conversation. Combat's happening.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Oh, bird.
Damn it.
I picked out a spell for some reason. Yeah, I guess hit it again. I want to use the few extra hit points I have while I have them.
All right.
So does the bird like have its own hit points, and then whenever it finishes,
It goes
they
to mine.
didn't lose any health at all? It was just the bird?
Correct.
I get whatever's left over.
Ah. Okay,
if there's
that's
extra.
interesting.
That's
Okay,
why I'm
that's
gonna
pretty
use
cool.
this while I can. Okay.
Pretty
Go ahead and
cool.
make a bird
Okay.
attack roll at disadvantage, please.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. 10.
Okay. That is a miss.
All right.
You swing, you peck out, I guess. You're not swinging anything. At what you think is one of the legs of the creature, but you just go straight through. There's not really anything there.
All right.
What else would you like to do, Kriv?
Guess just back up a little bit, not like super far. I don't know.
Do you
That's
want?
all I got.
Do you want to
I'm a
back up far enough to provoke an opportunity attack?
I guess I'm gonna get hit either way. It's just an hour later.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
Yeah, if I'm super close when it's its turn, I'll just get hit then, so.
Okay, it's going to try to whack you as you back up. And miss.
Yay!
Nice.
Okay. Hajite.
So did we all actively see the like whoosh right through the thing and then go, what the frick?
Yes.
Cool. So, hmm.
That's the cue to Ravi's detect magic spell that this is technically School of Illusion.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Well, she's. Oh.
I'm sorry, did you just hear a bird speak?
No, I was trying to ask our dungeon master a question that I don't know the answer to. Is dropping wild shape an action?
Yes.
Like if I consciously do it?
Hmm.
Okay.
So, I might as well just cast something. Let's use Thunder Wave. That's pretty big and cool.
Okay. Everybody's kind of backed off, so you've got a clear shot at this thing.
Um, okay, so that, like, kind of blasts forward.
yeah,
Yeah?
it's like a cube in front of you is technically what it's referred to. It's like the
So,
space it hits.
if I get as close as I can to it, is
Okay.
it going to blast, like, way behind it as well?
15 feet in front of you. So, yeah, I mean, that far from where you're at. Are you trying to ask if you can blast it into the blast? And blast it again that way?
No. But if I suspect that it's magic and there's someone nearby, it's a lucky guess where they are.
Right. If there's anything near them that is like invisible, perhaps, yeah, they would get hit with it too. Something behind them.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
All right. It's a Constitution saving throw. Failure. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Alrighty. Oh shit, did my cat steal the die? That little douchebag.
That's cat camaraderie.
She's like, you shan't attack. Well, guess I gotta use my new dice.
That's a shame.
Because it's 2d8. I think I just kind of get confused as to which one is a d8 sometimes. This one.
I don't have any special tricks for you to remember that.
9.
Okay. So I'll take 9 damage and get blasted backward 10 feet. You'll see this big panther thing go flying back from the Thunder Wave spell and put significant distance away from everybody. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Hajite? Your spell did not reveal any invisible conjurers or magicians in that vicinity.
That's a real shame. I think maybe I'm gonna shout to the void and do one of those "Halt, who goes there" kind of jive.
Okay.
I know you're there. Like, just reveal yourself, dog. Probably not. Probably not. Wiggity swag. We know this is fake. Who's out there? I'm mad.
Okay. We'll see if that influences them in any way. Arvistan will be next.
I'll roll lumbo damage to hit first, obviously.
You'll roll your attack at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, that's how much disadvantage?
You roll twice and take the lower roll.
Twice, yeah. Alright, so let's just roll 2d and get the lowest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, one is 16 and one is 13. So the disadvantage 13.
That's
To hit.
13 with your additions on it already, your modifiers?
No. Without the addition, that'll be 21.
That'll hit. You get him.
Alright, so hit is gonna be a D8. That's not a D8. That's a D10. There it is. D8 plus 4. That'll be 8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll take that bow shot. You won't see exactly where it goes. It just kind of goes into the mass of the cat itself. But you think you definitely struck true. But it doesn't give you any clues on exactly what part of the cat is real and what part isn't.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Arvistan? So you have a bonus action. You've got all your movement.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything for bonus action, actually. So... No, like I'm the farthest one behind as well. I don't want to stay too far behind either. No, that'll be it.
Okay.
And
About Luna?
Luna will. Can I give orders to Luna as a bonus action?
It depends on what you're trying to say. It's got to be something very simple, like a single word command.
Like I kind of want to try to tell her to like, if she can find where the smell's coming from besides the monster. Like try to search for the smell. Trying to pinpoint if there's anything around us.
Can you sum that up in one word?
Search.
Okay. It's Luna's turn. She
Since I
she
noticed
doesn't
that
necessarily understand what that means.
Shit. What about smell? I already used it, so I already used my bonus action. She won't understand, I'm guessing, and I guess she'll attack. That'll be with a disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Okay, plus 4. That'll be 17 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Alrighty, and 2d4s. That'll be what? That'll be 5 plus 4 piercing damage.
So
That'll
9?
be 9. Yes.
Okay. The creature will fail its strength saving throw, so Luna will pin it down on the ground.
Oh! Yay! No, I'll put Luna in danger if it's still pinned down. Okay. That'll be it. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's have Ravi.
Seeing as how the creature's pinned down, with my bonus action, I'm going to have my spiritual weapon attack, and I'm going to rush it and also attack.
Okay. The disadvantage is gone. You would normally get advantage for it being prone. We're just going to cancel each other out. So you get regular attacks with both.
And I scream at Ravi, "Don't hurt Luna!"
So it's a 14 from the sword, and a 20, not natural, from me.
That's 2 hits.
Nice.
So it's going to take 18 damage total.
Ooh,
All right. That's
let's
a
go.
lot.
Let's go.
You guys are good at fighting this. All right. And you're happy with your position? You're there with Luna on top of the beast, basically?
Yeah, seeing as we got it pinned, I think we maul it now.
Now we just gotta everybody jump in.
Just want to double check what it takes to get out from under Luna.
I think it's
Just has to, okay, yeah, they just have to stand up, so there's not anything crazy to that.
yeah.
It is going to get up.
Fuck.
Shrug off. We've got Luna and Ravi there now, the closest, so those are going to be the two targets of these tentacle attacks. First one's coming for Luna. What's Luna's armor class?
Armor class, natural armor 15.
Okay, that's a miss.
Yes.
Second one comes for Ravi. That's a hit.
Oh.
So you are going to take
Really
5
small
points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of piercing damage for a total of 9. You see one tentacle look like it's about to strike your shield, but the sort of mirror tentacle comes behind it and swipes underneath it.
Oh.
Okay. And you'll all see that blur dart around some more. Now that you guys know what you're looking for, you'll all be able to notice it. You kind of be able to track it. So you'll see it's very fast, and it's almost kind of like the cat, where it seems like there's more than one in a place at a time, how quickly it's moving. But you can get sight on it, so you know that there's something else here in the battlefield with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Arbistan, your passive perception was 11?
I
No,
think it's
not
14.
11. It was
That was one lower than mine.
14?
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
All right. Then it is Crib's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd try to hit it again.
All right.
I don't like that becoming me again. It takes a whole action.
Yeah.
That sucks. So
Gotta-
I will hit it with my face.
Seems like you got a good chance to hit. I think you might be the only person that's missed any attack so far. So it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, she did hit the first one. She
Yeah.
did, like,
I'm saying there's
2
only been like
damage.
one miss.
Yeah, only one miss.
Disadvantage. Come on, guys.
13.
That's a hit.
Yes. David's like, God damn
I'm
it.
just surprised.
That's only 4 damage though.
All right.
That ups at the end.
Are you going to stay there with Ravi and Luna? Sort of facing down the beast?
It's not pinned, right?
No.
No.
It's up.
It's up.
I'm
So
gonna
it might
do.
have a chance of attacking
I'm
you.
gonna do like a middle ground dumb thing and back away, kind of hoping it hits me because I don't want to have to use my action to not be a bird.
And that helps us as well.
That's what we call big brain play.
Yeah.
I have a good middle ground plan that I can't do until I'm a person again. So
Okay, it's going to try to hit you with a tentacle, but it's
I don't
going
want
to
to
miss.
back like super far away. Of course,
It's gonna miss.
the one time. You sure my AC is 11?
Sorry that you are frustrated.
Get roll 1 and we all can get a tax opportunity.
What if we hit you?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a lot of bird HP left. Pretty much anything will do it.
All you have to do is stand next to it when I cast a spell. That's it.
That's why I said I wasn't going like super far away, like just enough to provoke it,
Right.
but still as close as possible otherwise.
Sure. Just trying to make it bad.
Yeah, someone.
Question for the DM: does
Sure.
Luna have bonus actions or no?
Nothing crazy yet. Nothing like specific to Luna.
Okay, but she does have bonus
Yeah.
action, right? Okay.
Just not. I mean, there's nothing specific to do with them.
Like, can it be like backing up, moving to some other place?
Can't be any
Or-
moving.
It can't be any moving. Okay,
No.
just wondering. All right.
Hajute's up next.
Okay. So if I cast heat metal, I only have the rapier, but if I cast heat metal on that, is that an action and then I have to wait before attacking with the weapon?
That's a good question.
I would not recommend casting heat metal on your own weapon.
Gotcha.
It will burn you.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Well, I mean, that one's a bad example because the whole thing is metal, but sometimes there are ones that don't have the handle be metal.
It's just sort of the way that the spell works, the way that it's worded to work. You cast on something that has metal on it, and the goal is for the thing that's wearing it or holding it to be burned.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can disarm somebody with that spell if they're attacking us. They'll just drop the weapon. Sweet. That's cool. I like that.
Other question. Arvistan, you're after me, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And I think I have a plan.
Don't
Hopefully
think
it
this
works.
attack will hurt it at all.
Everybody's got a plan.
I have a couple things, but it involves the thing needing to hear, and I'm unsure if it needs to hear.
It has ears.
I guess that's true.
He did say they were longer than mine, so probably can hear very well.
That's the little guy that's darting around.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's the guy trying to steal our money.
Yeah.
Side note, can I quickly check my pocket or
I'll let you take a quick action to check and see if all your money's there.
Oh,
You'll reach around and
man.
feel for it. You can't count it all like right away, like that fast, but
but it exists?
it feels like it's about the heft that it should be. So
Cool.
you think it's still there?
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna cast. I should probably just hurt Kriv. I'll cast Shatter.
I mean, you don't know that I want to change, so.
yeah, but
exactly.
you know.
Shatter hits like a range, I think a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
From where you want to target it. Now, you want to avoid Ravi and Luna and just hit the beast in front of you?
Yeah, I'm definitely just trying to hit the beast.
Okay.
I miss.
Because you could try to target the quote-unquote little elf thing that's flitting around, but that's very close to other people right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, a Constitution saving throw. That is a failure for the
Nice.
beast, so you can go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Shatter's a 3d8.
Okay. 13.
13 total.
Yes.
All right. You'll send out the ringing sound. Is there any specific way you want to do that? For flair.
Well, that would be pretty stupid. Can I make the noise Can I just like produce the noise?
Sure. What's
Screaming.
it sound like?
I want it as close to a raptor as I can get it.
Okay. Like the Jurassic Park Velociraptors?
Yeah.
They make a lot of different noises.
Yeah.
Which one would
When
you
you-
go for specifically?
Do it. Do the
No,
noise.
I can't.
She's scared now.
Oh,
I
come on.
don't think I can do it. It's like
Sounds
Yeah.
like that,
that one.
except
Oh,
louder, very loud. You'll do that high-pitched noise. You scream it. Kind of throw your voice so that it sounds like it's coming from closer to where the creature is, and it'll ring out. Birds will start to fly away that you didn't see before. He's going to flutter across the sky, take off. The beast itself will curl back with a roar. Sort of, one of those mountain lion roars that I'm not going to attempt to do because they have a totally different larynx than I have. They make sounds I'm incapable of making.
I mean, raptor.
Okay, well, since you tried, I'll try. It's like, wow, wow, wow.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
It sort of hurls that out, and then you'll see it sort of vibrate. Legs come shooting out, and as you see it, like one leg will pop out, and then it'll just sort of fade away, disappear into nothing. And as it does so, it sort of loses its kind of many-formed shape until it becomes just one. You'll see in its singular form, it has 6 legs and 2 tentacles. And even in that, it's still roaring in that single form, and then that will just fade away and disappear.
Well,
The shades disappeared, or the cat itself disappeared?
All of it.
Everything disappeared.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yes.
Okay.
You still have a tiny man
weird tiny man.
flitting around.
Okay.
You actually hear a tiny scream. Anything else from Hajite?
I think I'm just gonna do one of those like strange man walked by me, so I'm gonna like pull my purse close, like. That's all I'm doing.
Arvistan's next.
Can I
Oh,
keep track of the blur?
Bardic inspiration at him real quick.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Woo!
Sweet. Can
Just
I
throw it at him.
Catch!
A little pow.
Can I track him? Can I track the blur, see where it's going?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll hit points for a longbow and try to hit him with my longbow.
Okay, it's at disadvantage.
Is this like trying to shoot a fly with a bow and arrow?
Yes.
Closer to trying to shoot like a hummingbird.
So maybe worse.
Maybe worse, but it's worth a try if we want to stop him. I gotta hurt it somehow. Alright. I got a 10 and a 12. Sweet. But that's, wait, without my plus 8. So a 10 plus 8, that'll be 18 plus Bardic Inspiration is a D12, a D4, right?
I think it's a D6.
D6?
Yeah. Look at your stickers.
Oh yeah, that's right. D6. Where's my D6? Here it is. That'll be 5 plus 18. That'll be what, 23
That'll hit.
to hit?
I love the leg.
Rolling for damage. That'll be at my D8. And
Hell yeah.
Griffith's die has been the one with the luckiest roll, so. Not so lucky this time.
Jeez Louise.
That'll be a 6 to hit. 4 damage, sorry.
6 damage.
Yes.
Okay. It looks like you miss when you fire the shot. So you see the arrow go zipping past. You think you hit your mark, but it just sticks into the wall. But you see as this thing goes zipping by that there's a trickle of blood, like a little splatter right there.
Okay. Did that slow it down a little bit?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Still quick.
That'll end my turn, and it'll be
Luna.
And that'll be plus with disadvantage as well, right?
Yeah,
Or
to
attack.
attack, yes.
Okay. That'll be my fucking god.
Oh.
A nat 20 and a 15. 15 plus 4, that'll be 19.
What are you? Oh my god. That's a hit, yeah.
Yes, that's
You're
a hit.
fine.
But I want that critical damage. I want that critical damage. Alright, so my 2d4s. That'll be 4 to 6 plus 4 piercing damage. That'll be 10 damage to the little guy. And hopefully it knocked him, it prones him.
You will see, all of you see Luna sort of make a quick dart and snap at the air and catch something. The blur disappears. And then Luna just does a quick head shake. A little bit, a few drops come spraying out from that, and a few coins. And then let's see. So far, we've sort of characterized Luna as a hungry thing, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it, Luna!
You won't see exactly what it is, but Luna's going to swallow it.
Did she even chew?
And then we can drop out of initiative.
Luna and start. Girl, that's my little girl.
Did she just swallow it whole?
She's very excited when Arstan comes to pet her. The tail starts going. She's like, her whole body starts to go with the motion of her tail wagging. And then she kind of walks away just a little bit. And then kind of heaves.
What's up, girl? Are you okay?
And then she'll arch her back and sort of shake her shoulders a little bit. And drop out a little saliva-covered tiny bag. The creature's not there. But it's just a tiny little like satchel. It looks like it was stitched by bugs. Or maybe probably more appropriate would be like fairies. Made a nice little ornate satchel. It's got little stencil markings on it. Very beautiful. With Arvistan's money in it.
Someone didn't check.
And Arvistan, if you check your pockets, you'll find they're a little light.
Alright, I got my money back though. They're like, hey, this looks fun. Wait a minute.
Now almost all of us have been robbed.
That's mine.
It is gross right now.
They're like, shake it off like, ugh, okay. Clean it against my shirt, my armor. Like, thank you, Luna. I'll get you some food when we get somewhere.
So you don't lose any money, which you might have if it had gotten away. But what you gain, you can put this on your character sheet if you want. You have a little fairy coin purse.
Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I will.
And there's nothing magical about it. It's just nice. Well, it's not anymore. Luna ate it and then barfed it up.
What?
But it was nice. It's crafted nicely.
One magical fairy
There's no
purse.
strike magical.
Not magical, sorry. One fairy, yeah. One fairy purse.
Damp.
Does anyone have any idea what that was?
No idea. Never seen it before. And I'm not around from here, so anybody that knows the plane around here better knows about this?
Looks like
Or
a bug.
heard of something?
Familiar to me from being somewhat localish, vaguely.
Kriv, make a history check. Everybody else make a perception check.
I'm still a bird, so I don't know how helpful that will be.
You won't be able to communicate it to anybody, whatever you do find out.
Ooh. Could I just drop bird form first?
Yeah,
Does it
I mean,
matter?
it's in your mind. You still have Kriv's brain, so you can use the Kriv roll on that.
14. That'll be 18 on
Okay.
my perception check.
History,
I got a 19.
15.
So I got a 3.
Hazard doesn't notice.
I clearly am never paying attention.
Arvistan and Ravi, you'll hear a little gust of wind going kind of in the area above where this path is kind of sunken down into the ground a little bit. And you'll see it sort of rustle the leaves caught in the wind blow over top of you. From the direction that you're heading in, it heads over and towards the direction that you came from. And it would just be a gust of wind with some leaves caught in it, but there's a little giggle with it. Sounds like a child.
I think the forest may be haunted, guys.
Is it haunted or are we invading? What do you think? Because I just heard that little child thingy as well. And by the way, out of context, I think it's creeping me out a lot.
Kriv, what'd you get on the history check?
15.
You aren't super familiar with the area of the Fortune Wood, which is the sort of large forest that you're trying to get through to get to Tarsaria. But what you do know about it, or what people tell you about that have gone there, or the people that you've met on your travels that have been through there, is that you have to be very careful. There's a very important reason that people need a guide. Otherwise, you'd have, any kind of ranger or druid or anybody that was familiar with trees would be able to get through a regular forest and get their way to the other side. You just have to know what direction you're going in. The reason that you need a guide to get through the Fortune Wood is that there's a touch of fey magic in it. And there are tricksy fairy types in there that like to confuse people or trick them or misdirect them.
So are we at the Fortune Wood already? I thought that's where we were heading.
You are not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're. Wait, did we skip
Okay.
the whole idea of getting a tracker?
That should be at the Fortune Wood, right? Like the edge of it?
Once you get to the town of Bloom, which is at the edge of the forest,
Okay.
Yeah.
where you're supposed to meet your tracker.
Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. Okay.
I guess I'll drop bird form proper and mention that I know that. Wasn't gonna get much more out of that anyway. Do we still hear or see anything buzzing around right now?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
And there are no bodies from the creatures you just fought.
Yeah. My little Luna ate it. All right,
I-
so that was interesting. Sorry.
Can I see where like the leaves were, even if I didn't hear that, like what they're referencing?
That would have been above the path. So you've got these like 10-foot dirt walls on either side, and the wind is blowing above it. You don't feel the wind
Okay.
down here. They just heard it going on above them.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I think we try to hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah. We better. How far are we like from exiting this?
The little
Yeah, the little tunnel path.
tunnel area? Not far. You take just maybe a few more minutes before the path breaks up again and goes over the top of the ground.
All right. Yeah, let's just get the hell out of here, guys. I don't want to find any more of these creepy little thingies.
Let me know if you hear anything again.
Will do. And we start making our way out.
All right. The rest of the day should go by without any issue. It's a lot like it was before you ran into a weird cat and a tiny elf person. So you just kind of travel along, head in the direction of the forest. You can't even see it yet. It's going to be a little while before you really get there. It's not long before the sun starts to go down. Well, I say it's not long, but it's the same amount of time, technically, that it always would be. It doesn't feel like it's very long. And it's time to start making camp again.
Yes, let's rest.
So what's your plan for tonight?
I'm gonna. Well, this is an enchanted thingy. I don't know if I should or not. I don't want to enrage the forest.
What?
I was gonna say like try to hunt some things so we're able to cook fresh meat and
I was
eat.
actually gonna ask to feed the bird, so
All right, well, I'll do that. I'll get me and Luna go out and try to catch some creatures, birds or boar if there's any around, and
Birds and
bring 'em to
boar.
the camp.
You like just anything, whatever you find?
I'll specifically boar.
Yeah. Are you gonna pass on like, oh look at that, there's a turkey. Forget it. I'm looking for boar
No,
out here.
I'm not. I'm looking specifically for a boar, but if there's anything that I can find faster to not be away from the camp for too long, I'll go for that.
Okay. What's everybody else gonna do?
I want to climb a tree and look around to like scout from a tree now that I know I can fall safer because I want to abuse that power.
All right.
Just to make sure I don't see anything like super weird or I guess like other campfires or something too close or that stuff.
Sure. Hajite and Ravi, anything special, or just setting camp?
I'll probably just set up camp.
Okay.
I have one
Yeah.
other small dumb thing.
We'll do that dumb thing after we do the first thing. We'll have Arvstan make a survival check for your hunting trip, and I'll have Kriv make a perception check from the top of the tree.
Survival is +4.
22.
Okay. And Arvstan
That'll be a 16.
All right. So Arvstan, you'll go out into a sort of small wooded area. It's open enough that you can still see the other side of it. You can see like the dimensions of it. There's like rolling ridges in places, so it should be like a nice little culvert for creatures to hide in, prey animals specifically that you'd be looking for. 16, you're not going to find a boar. sorry to
Okay.
say.
Okay.
You will find a young deer.
That's good. Yeah.
This time of year, there'd be velvet on, but it's a spike, so it's just got two horns,
The tiny ones.
one on
Yeah.
either side. Very young, so probably maybe a year and a half old. And it's just sort of slowly walking down there. So you find it, you line up to take your shot. It doesn't notice you, so you get it without much problem. And from Crib's perch in the tree, you could see all of this unfold. You see the deer that Arvistan's hunting. You could see him encroach on it and him shoot it. And the deer will take off running. The shot was good, but it's got to get its last few leaps of life left. And as it takes off, it goes up over a ridge and sort of out of your sight, Arvistan. And
Okay.
you'll hear it crashing through some of the fallen leaves on the ground and rustling through the brush ahead of it. And then eventually you'll hear the telltale sound, even though it's outside of your sight, of it falling over and breathing its last. So it makes a loud crashing sound there. And then you hear more sounds of creatures running.
Oh no.
And Kriv, you can see from your perch that the deer has run out into sort of a grassland area with tall grasses. It's still a little ridgy around there, so you can't see everything, but you'll see the grass around it start to wave and shimmer and part, like if someone was running through a cornfield and parting the corn stalks as they went. The view from above of that shifting. You can't see exactly what it is until it reaches the fallen deer, and that's fallen over and knocked over a lot of the grass. So it's got it laying flat. You could see the animal bleeding there. And then a bunch of hunched humanoid figures descend on it. They have pallid gray skin. They don't make a sound, but they start tearing at the deer that's fallen there. Their hands have long claws on the end of them. So they start ripping it out, and you can see them going specifically for certain organs in the deer. They're sort of tearing away some of the meat and flesh and just throwing it to the side. They're looking for livers and hearts and lungs and things like that. And you could see them every time they find one of them finds one, they pull it out, and they have a long, pointed tongue lolling out of their mouth, and they give it a big lick all the way down, and then greedily devour it.
Okay. Can I like?
You see about 4 of them doing that.
I like stage whispered over. Is Arvistan vaguely near me, or did I just see this like way out?
He's. You'd have to yell to get his attention. Pretty loud too.
Yeah.
Project yourself to get over to where he's at. Arvistan, you shot the deer and it ran up over a ridge and fell. It sounds like something might have gone towards your kill. What do you want to do?
Get close to the ridge and kind of, because I hear things attacking to it, so to not put myself in danger, I just go to it and kind of like soldier crawl to the ridge and take a peek on what's happening.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. That'll be 13 plus
Now, Kriv, you can talk to Ravi and Hajite if you want.
13 plus 6, that'll be
Yeah.
19 stealth.
Okay. So you sort of crawl on your belly up towards the top of this ridge to try to get a peek of what's going on. It is tough to see because there is that tall grass around. The deer fell over and knocked over a portion of it where it fell, but there's still some in front of where it fell. You could see the trail of blood from where the deer was bleeding out. You could see it caked on the side of the grass there from the direction that it went in. But what's going to hit you more than anything, definitely the sound, slurping, splitting, cracking. They're sort of breaking open bones. Kriv can see this from the tree up top. They're snapping bones in the skeleton and sucking the marrow out from the inside of the bones. But the thing that's going to hit you most, Arvestan, is the smell. They reek. Whatever it is the smell of something long dead and rotten.
Have I smelled this before?
It smells like dead stuff. It's not altogether unfamiliar from the smell that you
Of
smell
these
in
zombies.
Dole of the zombies that were climbing out of the grave.
Freaking undead.
Worse than that, though, if you can believe it.
Worse than that. Okay. As
Luna
it's like.
crawls up next to you.
Mm-hmm. I grab Luna so she doesn't go forward more than what she should be, and start pushing her back, and I start stepping backwards slowly to go back to the camp, and I bring Luna with me. Yep. I'm not gonna go for that.
Sure. So, Kriv, you'll see Arvestan do that little crawl up to the top of the ridge. You're not sure if he figured out what it was yet, but then he crawls back down and he goes back towards the camp. And you're not far away from the camp. You climbed up a nearby tree, one that was tall and easy to climb. One of those fun ones, with the big branches that come out really low to the ground.
Yeah.
The kids can get up in them even. What would you like to do from your tree perch?
Was it just that I couldn't see them through the grass when they were walking through the grass, or
Right.
did they Okay. I guess hopefully see the Arvestans coming back, or that at least stopped, and try to get Hajite and Ravi's attention and be like, hey, there's more maybe zombie things over there. I don't how far away? I mean, I can see it.
It's a pretty good distance from where you're at right now. So it's. I don't want to give you an exact number because it depends on a number of factors, but far enough away that if you screamed really loud, you could have gotten Arvestan's attention. As far away as he was, and they're further than that, just a bit.
Okay. Yeah, they're within sight range of here. I don't know. They're eating disgustingly. I don't like it. I'm tired of these guys.
Well, if they are undead, we have to smite them.
I'm not sure if they've noticed Arvestan yet. I guess he was going up there to try to get his deer.
You said they were, and I'll kind of point in the direction of where I thought everybody was at.
I'll just point to where I see it specifically.
Where Arvestan went.
Yeah.
I will start a light jog in that direction.
Oh, come on, Ravi. Gotta make it our mission to, find little creepy things.
To smite undead.
This is why I'm not part of your cult.
I mean, in fairness, you'd be good at it. So far, you have proven a quite admirable undead smiter.
Do you stop and turn to talk to Hajite, or do you run?
I'll say kind of in passing as I'm jogging over that way.
Okay. You will pass Arvestan on the way as he's coming back towards where the rest of the group is. Arvestan, you're going kind of quietly, I would assume.
I'll be going quietly, but as soon as I see Ravi jogging, I don't grabbing and holding him and stopping. Where are you going? There's some weird things out over there.
I was told they were undead, so I'm going to smite the undead.
Wait, what? Undead? That's what. Who told you this? Who saw this?
Kriv, they were in a tree, and they were like, hey, there's some undead over there.
Okay. Oh, that again? Well, I mean, the smell is freaking horrible, dude. Like, worse than those zombies that we killed back over there in that crypt. It's the fucking worst. I almost threw up. I gagged. I don't think these are like normal undead shit. I think this is scary because they were eating through stuff worse than what we experienced in the crypts.
I am stronger now than I was in the crypts, and I will like then turn and start continue my jog kind of up the hill, see if I can spot them once I head up the top.
I let alongside. Does anybody else coming? And I start like slowly jogging behind Ravi. Come on,
Uh,
Linda. Here we go
do
again.
not see any of them.
How far are you going?
I
As
want to go
far
like
as
to
you
the,
gotta
top,
go?
to the top of the ridge, so I can like see over the kind of where the deer tumbled down and they started to eat it. If I go up the top of that,
At a jog, in full armor. Yeah. So clank, 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 clank,
oh yeah, absolutely.
heading up. I understand you're running behind to keep up.
Yes, I'm right behind him.
Okay, Luna's right behind you.
Yes.
You might as well be running with maracas. Dress as dragons.
I am the maracas.
Ravi, you get up to the top of the ridge. You look out. If you're standing full up, you'll be able to stand high enough to see over some of the grass. So you'll see the part where it's depressed down, and you'll see the figures hunched over this dead animal in the grass. You've made enough noise to gather their attention, and they'll turn and look up at you.
How far away are they?
From the top of the ridge, about 15 feet.
Guiding bolt the first one I see.
No fucking hesitation.
All right. Let's get them ready to go. Go ahead and make your attack. That's an attack roll, yes?
Sure is. 20 even.
Okay, that's a hit. You can roll your damage.
As soon as he's attacking, I'm close to him and take my longbow and attack with him.
You'll have to wait for an initiative roll. You will.
Okay. Gotcha.
That'll be 18 damage, and then if they're weak to it, I think it's double.
No weaknesses. But they will take all that.
They are also, I believe, illuminated.
Yes. So the advantage on attack rolls against that creature until the end of their next turn.
Correct.
Yeah, initiative. Those of you that are not currently present, it's up to you if you want to join the initiative count. If you're going to do anything, you've got to get into initiative. If you're just going to say, let Ravi go do what he's going to do, take care of his own problems, then don't worry about it.
I roll a 12.
16.
So, are we able to do stuff not involved with the battle, or should I initiative that?
If you want to do stuff that and you're not going to go help them, I'll just go at the end of the round and ask you what you're going to do.
Cool.
Kriv, are you joining in? Are you going to stay in the tree
Yeah.
and watch?
I rolled a 3.
Sure. Okay.
Get those bad rolls out of the way now with the initiatives. You're good.
I'm not even there.
Ravi. There are 4 of them in front of you. I don't think that your expertise in the Church of Freyora has taught you a lot about undead. That hasn't really been your role. So So you don't know exactly what sort of them you're dealing with. They're not zombies. They're not the same as what you fought before. They're not skeletons. There's still meat on their bones. So it's something different.
Okay. I will cast Spiritual Weapon right next to the one that I attacked. That was guiding bolted. I will then back up 25, 20 feet. Just back up like 20 feet. And then I'll attack with the Spiritual Weapon with the advantage.
Sure.
Is he the only one that has the advantage, or
It'll be on
Well, I
this
have the
attack, but you won't get it on the next one.
I won't get any of the advantage?
Yeah, it's just on
That
the
one's going
next.
to be a natural 20.
Okay.
That's a nat 20?
Oh, let's
Okay.
go.
It's a crit.
That is going to be 24 damage.
All right, it's dead. So you'll see that that spiritual weapon, the Sword of Freyr, appear next to this glowing creature and just bisect it. Split right down. It's in the middle of eating part of this deer's intestine, and it all just sort of drops and it melds together, and you can't even tell what's beast and what's creature. It's a mess. It makes Kriv faint. It's so disgusting.
I will look up at the sky. By Pharaoh's might, you shall all fall!
All right. Anything else from Ravi?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, Arvistan's next.
Alright, Lumbo roll. That'll be a 10 plus 8, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Sweet. And that'll be, where's my D8? 7. D8, here it is. D8 plus 4. That'll be
Arvistan and Ravi are the only ones that have taken damage so far, right?
12 damage completely.
Okay. What else would you like to do, Arvistan? So you were right behind Ravi as he was running up, so you're about 20 feet away from the creatures right now. Ravi ran backwards a little bit.
I'll stay on par with Ravi.
Okay, so you move back to where he is.
Yes.
Your
And
bonus action, anything you want to do with that?
no, I don't have anything. So no, that'll be it. Yep.
Okay. What is Luna going to do?
Luna's gonna stay where she is, next to me. I'm not gonna send her to eating flesh animals towards them.
All right.
Fuck that.
Not a bad move. Not a bad move. Kriv in the tree.
All fainted after seeing that disgusting thing.
Are they within 120 feet of me or further?
Let's say they are.
I would like to stay in the tree and cast Scorching Ray over there.
Okay, there are 3 of them there. Now you cast out 3 rays. Do you want to hit 3 different
Yep.
creatures?
I sure
Perfect.
do.
Okay, that's 3 attack rolls.
Alright. And that is adding my wisdom to the attack rolls. Correct? Forgot how to play this game. Okay, so that is a 5.
Good. That's a miss. First one's a miss.
This one's a nat 1.
Okay,
So
second
we-
one's a miss.
3. That's another nat 1.
What
Okay.
the?
Kriv casts a spell to shoot out 3 rays of scorching fire to try to smite these undead foes in front of you. Ravi and Arvistan, you see these 3 rays come shooting out. They do not hit their targets, but what they do succeed in doing, and I'm going to punish you for rolling 2 nat 1s, is they create a ring of fire around you. They light the grass up. The forest behind you gets lit up. So There is no more retreating from your current position.
Do they have to run through the fire to get to us?
It's you and them. It's
Okay,
like a little
got it, got
Thunderdome
it.
for you.
Thank you, Crib.
No problem.
So no.
I turn around. I turn around, and since I saw where the raids were coming, and I stare at her like,
It's
This is
Kriv.
what
You
you
can
wanted,
see
right?
through the flames in the distance. Kriv standing proud up in the tree.
God damn it.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Like, being in a ring of fire is objectively cool. It's
Yeah,
just
we
not
can't get to
ideal.
you now. We can't get to you
Oh.
now, though.
In the meantime,
Fuck it, do it again.
Bad.
The ghouls are
No.
going to stalk towards you. You guys move far enough back that they can't reach you on this turn. But they do move about 15 feet forward. It puts them about 20 feet away from you.
okay, and they still have to go up the ridge, right?
They're up on the top part, and you guys backed up a little bit further down.
Okay.
But it's not sloped in such a way that it would be very difficult to go up or down.
Okay.
That's sort of a moot point. But they get themselves kind of in the center of that ring. And they're slathering. You can see the blood of the deer dripping off of them. One of them's got an arrow stuck in it. And they're lit by fire on either side. And it's sort of getting to sundown time. You guys are about to start setting up camp. So it's very cinematic looking. Hajite, what are you doing back at the camp?
So, I think Hashite will be slightly annoyed that Arvistan didn't bring back food. And
Holy fuck!
go on her own adventure.
All right.
Oh my god.
You're going to head out hunting?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have you
We
roll
got
for
this.
it next time. You're not doing anything fast. This isn't combat for you. You just
Yeah.
take a stroll out. Maybe you'll go catch something. We'll go back to Ravi.
The one that has an arrow in it, I'm going to try to guiding bolt again. Or I'll try to guiding bolt this one.
Okay.
19.
A 19 will hit it.
It'll take 19 damage.
This is all new team. That yeah. You see the magic light of Freyr come blasting out from Ravi and smite dead, once again dead, the creature that you shot earlier, Arvistan.
And then I will move my weapon to attack the closest one to us.
There's a fire blazing in his eyes. You can't tell if it's coming from inside or if it's just a reflection of the flames around you.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
9 damage.
Okay. Do you move from that spot?
I mean, there's not really anywhere for me to move to, is there?
About 20 feet away from them. You've got flames ringing you on either side. If you're going to go anywhere, it's forward.
Forward towards them?
Yeah.
Could I skirt around the side of the ring to try to widen the distance at all?
You can try to skirt around the side of the ring and you won't get closer to them, but it's not going to increase your distance, at least not with the amount of movement that you have.
Okay, in that case, I will probably just stay put.
Okay. Then let's go to Arvistan.
All right. Longbow attack again. That's another 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And be D8. That'll be 4 and 3. That'll be 7 damage.
Okay, and you are shooting at the one that Ravi just hit with his magic sword.
I thought you said they died.
No,
he
the one
killed
that,
one already.
Yeah, the one that you shot previously, I smited with holy fire.
Okay.
He's going
Yes.
off.
He's going hard as a motherfucker.
Okay, 7 you said.
Yes.
All right.
And yes, the one that damaged, that Ravi damaged.
You get a shot right underneath the rib cage. It'll pluck right in. And it shoots hard enough, and this thing's decayed enough that it tears a little bit. So you see a little gash there. It starts bleeding out, decaying blood.
Okay. That'll end my turn. And hell, we're going hard on this thing. Nope. I keep
It's Luna.
with me. I'm keeping Luna with me. Fuck that. Until it's one left, I'm not using Luna.
All right.
Not chancing it.
It'll be Crib's turn then. From the tree. From downtown.
You better not fire more fire.
Fire more fire!
What? I can't hear you. Yeah, my cast Firebolt. It's also 120, right?
Oh, god damn it.
This one's only 1, so like there's less possible horrible damage I can do.
But there isn't none.
Well. Okay, so that's just... Do I add the spellcaster for cantrips or no?
It's a 2-hit, so it's a spell attack. You should have a spell attack bonus, which is your proficiency bonus and your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
Which is +4 for you, maybe?
Yeah, because I have +2 for both.
Right, so it's +4 to hit.
15.
That will hit.
Yeah.
So you'll see it before it gets anywhere close to hitting, just from 120 feet away. A little dart of fire comes flying in. Who knew? Kriv was a sniper. That was the trick the whole time.
Okay.
Damage.
7 damage.
Okay. It's a kill.
Let's go.
A headshot from the tree across the way. You see that the creature boil and burst. Its skin will bubble on and just explode off. It'll drop down to the ground. And there's one left.
This is great. I don't have to smell them this way.
Hajite, make a survival check for your hunting trip.
It's a good thing giant rings of fire don't scare off animals.
You can smell the fire. There's like smoke rising up behind you.
Oh, how pleasant.
The smell of rotting corpses in the background.
I think now is a great time to go hunting.
With their high heels walking down all that forest.
19.
Okay. You will find a little grove.
Sorry, I went hunting.
Little ring of trees around this little grove. And in that little grove, in varying different colors, are about 4 or 5 rabbits.
You better bring enough for everybody, including Luna.
Oh, now I have to share? You couldn't even bring back your kill.
It's in our lives over here.
Now, Hajite, you don't have a bow or anything, right?
Nope. I have a whip.
Okay, so you'll pull out your whip. We'll get that nice cinematic shot from the ground right next to Hajite's shoes, looking out at the rabbits, and just the whip fall to the ground. And then we'll cut to Ravi.
I'm a charge and attack it. My sword's gonna attack it. We're going.
Okay.
So I got a 15 for me, and the sword got a 13.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
Nice.
I also accidentally skipped the enemy's turn, which they need. So once we get this damage through, I'll have them act.
16 damage total.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't kill him.
I just fight him.
The creature is going to try to attack Ravi. He's definitely the most threatening one here.
Don't worry, he'll miss.
Going to try to strike you with its long claws. So that's a 24 to hit.
Oh,
That will, in fact, hit. That hits even if I have my good spell on.
So you are going to take 9 points of slashing damage, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Let it prone you.
14.
All right, you are fine. You feel
Nice.
some sort of venom involved in the creature's claws, but it doesn't affect you.
Oh. You see, this is why I didn't send Luna in. Fuck that shit.
Arvistan, you're up next.
All right, Lumbo throw attack. That'll be
Throw?
14 and huh?
Not this again.
Go at it.
That'll be 14 plus 8. That'll be 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And where is my D8 over here?
You'll strike it just
Yeah,
under the
this
collarbone.
And that'll be a 3 plus 4. That'll be 7 damage.
Okay. The arrow comes whizzing past your head, Ravi. Lifts up a tuft of your hair, since you're so close to this thing when Arvistan's trying to hit it. And you'll pierce it just there underneath the collarbone and fell it. That was very impressive, I'll just say from my own perspective. The fire is raging around you, but it quickly burns through grass, so it sort of spreads.
Wait, did we kill the monster?
They're all gone. Initiative's gone.
Okay.
The fire will burn out a little bit. It'll burn more than you would hope that it would burn, but it will eventually stop. There's not the kind of terrain that it can have it continue to go forever and burn the whole country.
Oh god.
And I take a look at one of these things' faces to like get a mental note almost, and maybe something I can sketch later on. Or are they
Sure.
all different?
They look similar enough to give you a kind of basic idea of the sort of thing you would want to sketch. Their hair is gone, or completely hairless on their whole body. They have long, pointed tongues. When they die, their tongues come out of their mouth. It's likely you don't look at the one that Kriv headshotted and exploded to get any idea from that. Their ears are a little pointed. Not necessarily like an elf's ears, but just some sort of weird differentiation that would separate them from like a typical zombie. They have gray, pallid skin all over. And the only other noteworthy feature is their long claws on their hands. So it's not just fingernails that they've grown out, but actual pointy bits that make them menacing and threatening.
And we figure out that they're poisonous by inspecting them or no?
Ravi would know. They
Okay.
attempted to stun him with their venom.
Okay. So it's more of a stun and not something that'll like poison you long term or something like that, like in your blood.
I think like a spider might
Okay.
paralyze their foes before consuming them.
Okay.
I will clasp Arvistan on the shoulder. Thank you for your help in this holy work.
You're welcome. See, we could have saved ourselves from this fire and turn around and glare at Griff.
I
That
will.
person over there made us be in.
Is Kriv? Kriv, are you still in the tree?
Yeah.
They are.
I had a plan if you needed help.
I will give a. I'll just give a thumbs up to Kriv in the tree. Like, Father Gregor appreciates you.
What?
I don't think she can hear you, Ravi.
It's okay. I'll tell her when we get back to camp.
So you guys will make your way back to camp. Kriv, are you going to climb down or are you just going to jump out of the tree?
Jump. Jump.
Yeah,
You got
eventually,
slow fall.
when I leave, yeah, I'm gonna jump out of the tree.
You get slow fall.
Just float.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
See Robbie and Arvistan and Luna make their way back to the camp. Luna tried to eat that deer a little bit, but it's pretty befouled at this point.
I'm sorry, Luna. I'll try to get you something later.
As you guys are strolling into camp, Hajite will also be strolling in with a clutch of hares, a little grouping of rabbits held by their ears. They're not clean killed. They have like horrible lash marks on them.
I didn't say I was good at catching it.
Oh my gosh.
But where Arvistan, our ranger, was not able to provide, Hajite the bard did.
It's not my fault. There was some undead that we had to take care of. Well, somebody didn't help us.
I mean,
That ranger.
This all makes sense. Like the druid's the sniper, the hunter's the guard.
Our cleric's the tank.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to call it for this week. Would have been a bit longer, but it's a holiday. I think it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
To close out, you guys will be able to rest through the night. That should be fine.
Yeah. Sweet.
Woot! I'm not at like 7 HP anymore.
38. Let's go.
Thanks for playing, guys. We'll be back next week
Hey.
in the
Yep.
new year.
2021. Hell yeah.
2021.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
All right. Bye. Happy New Year's.